Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020. I haven't made a video in a while. I have no excuse. I just haven't been wanting to make videos. But today, my friends, we are starting with a book review. Yay. So this year we're definitely starting with a book review because I just finished my first book of 2020 and I'm so excited to review it because by far one of my faves romance books that I've ever read, and it was very recommended and I love it and I really enjoyed it, so why not review it? The book that I'm going to be reviewing is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, sorry. But that's the book I'm reviewing, so if you guys want to know more about this book, then keep on watching. So the book is a romance fiction book. It's very rom-com style and it's a lovers to enemies to lovers trope. So this is the first time I've ever read that kind of book. It's usually always either enemies to lovers. So it was a very good trope. The book was published in 2020 and I'm barely getting around to it because I joined a book club, a romance book club on Fable from a TikTok a book talker. She made a book club, so I just joined and that was the book that we were supposed to read, and so I did. I have my notes here. It took me one day to actually read this book. That's how good and how quick it is. It's just, it catches you from the very beginning, at least it did for me, and I like those kind of books because I like books that I could read in one sitting, and this book was definitely it. So this book is about a woman named Naomi who has a perfect fiance. He remembers always her orders. He comes from a high society, like he's very wealthy, his family is very wealthy, and they never fight, they never have fought in, so her relationship was perfect, and they're currently preparing for their wedding that's coming up in 3 months. Everything's fine and dandy up until a point. So her fiance's name is Nicholas, and he is a dentist. He loves her, but like he doesn't really show it, and the problem with both of them is that Naomi's actually very miserable in this relationship, and he could tell. He has been able to tell for a very long time, and she thought she had a poker face, which she didn't, but she has been very miserable in this relationship and she wants out of it. She doesn't want to get married anymore, and so she comes to find out that he is also a little miserable in the relationship, and more like he doesn't know what to do with her because he could tell that she is not in love with him anymore, and so they want out. The problem is whoever breaks up first with each other has to pay the wedding bill and all the payments that have been done and everything that has been deposited. All that money they have to pay back, and obviously Naomi doesn't have that kind of money, so she tries to make him break up with her first, and during that time the two actually decide to prank each other, and it's very funny. They sabotage a lot of their stuff in the relationship, and during this time there's so many pranks. It's a very funny book. I really enjoy that about books, that they're funny. During these pranks and stuff, they sabotage each other's relationship, each other's days, each other's activities and stuff that they're planning to do. And with the wedding coming up real quick, they have to decide if they're going to stay with each other and get married or break things off. And during this whole time they actually learn a lot from each other and things that they didn't know about each other before. Prior to this, I think they were only in a relationship for 1 year and then 1 or 2 years, and then he proposed, so obviously they didn't really know much about each other, but that's besides the point. So since they now have nothing to lose in this relationship, since they both found out that they're both miserable, they actually communicate with each other a lot more than before, and they find out the truth about each other, and they both start coming out. Like they both start shining and being themselves around each other and the real selves, and like the things that they actually really like to do and the things that they want from each other, and they basically learn way more than they thought they would have. It does have a happy ending, so definitely give this a shot because the ending is chef's kiss. So my thoughts about this book was that it's actually really funny. They just, every conversation that they've had is like a joke, and I enjoyed that because I kept me on my toes. I couldn't let the book down because of all the jokes that they were saying. It was just very enjoyable. However, the characters, Nicholas is very, I would say, I guess he's very serious at first, but once you start reading more about why he is the way he is and like stuff like that, you kind of realize that he's not that bad of a person. He just needed some guidance as to the things that she wanted. Naomi, on the other hand, is very annoying at first. She's very like annoying. I think she's annoying, like she has a right to be annoying because of all the things that she was expecting from him and he never gave to her. They both grow a lot with each other and during the book, and I think that's the best part that I enjoyed the most, because they both didn't stay the same. They both changed the type of person that they were for each other, for both of them to combine with each other, for them to stay as one, and for them to like give each other what they didn't give each other before. This book has a very much of a topic about communication and emotional communication and your wants and needs in the relationship. So I think that's the one thing that I did like about this book, that it teaches you that sometimes you have to work hard in your relationship for it to work, and sometimes you have to accommodate yourself to make the other person happy, or you know, find a balance between each other. And I think that's a great topic because it's a realistic topic, and I think it's something that a lot of people go through in relationships, and it's hard for them to communicate because sometimes the person just doesn't understand. So I highly recommend this book because of that. Like I said, it's definitely a happy ending, and I think that's also one of the best parts of the ending because it was so cute. Like the quotes, so adorable. The quotes are so like good. I enjoyed them. They're book worthy quotes, and they're very romantic, and I love them because mostly the quotes are like to die for. So yeah, that's what I thought about this book. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Yes, so happy that my first 2020 book is a 5 out of 5 stars, because last year book was a damn 2 or 1, I think, and that made my whole year horrible. So I'm so glad that this book is a 5 stars. If you guys enjoyed this review, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you guys want more book reviews, let me know what books you guys want me to review down below, and I will definitely try to read them. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.